Big KB. Hey, Lois, how you doing? It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for your time today on the call, your knowledge, your wisdom. I love how you talked about staying in alignment and, not only obviously putting God first. See, I'm in insurance sales, and the number one thing that took me from making 3,000 a month to 45,000 in sales was honestly, I realized, yes, alignment. Like I realized the power of staying connected and, with the higher power, because this is in his control. I mean, we have not truly sometimes because we ask not, right?
Exactly.
So as you were progressing on your journey, right, Dion, you went from 100,000 a year to 100,000 a month, to I don't know how much you're making a month now. With all that being said, how,
A lot.
with your with your current elevation and with what you've created in your life, like what are the main things that you continue to do on a day to day to stay in alignment? Because as you know, as you're building a team, you're connected with so many different personalities. You have such a big responsibility, like myself. What are the one things that you do to stay in alignment there?
That's a good question.
Now that's a great question. I think for me, one of the main things that I had to realize is that again, just you got to be okay and act with a sense of humility and be okay with understanding and learning that you can definitely do a lot of good things by yourself. But if you want to do some great things, you want to do some phenomenal things, you want to do some extraordinary things, you have to like have a team behind you. So like like I'm not even going to lie, like I literally like I was on a call today and I had my program director on there and my assistant, and I couldn't answer certain questions because I do so much. They were texting me separately like, hey, that doesn't work because you're busy on this date. Like you have to pick another date. And so it's like we don't understand like how much of a trip hazard we are to ourselves if we don't get other people to help us. And so what I'll say to that is um don't be so fast to get help. Although I'm saying it's so, like you need to build a team and get help because you need to learn how to do the thing before you can pass off the thing to somebody else. Because if they don't know how to do it because they don't have the knowledge, understanding, and skill set, then the reality is that you're going to hire somebody to do something that you're asking them to do. But if they can't do a good job of it because they wasn't properly trained, then now you're going in circles all over again because now you're burning both ends of the candlestick, if that makes sense to you. So I think one of the main things that I could say I do is, just having a team because we all got some great ideas. We all got some great things that we want to do, but we just can't quite always execute those things because we don't either know how or, we'll spend too much time trying to figure out how to actually get it done in the proper way. And there are more smarter people than you that can actually do that. And so I got some really smart people that are behind me that help me with the day to day. And so I can't grow and get to the level that I am now without those people. Like I give you a real example and we'll get to the next question. I remember I went and I did one of my very first podcast interviews on $1 million Worth of Game, and they platform at the time I think had like 1.3 million subscribers. So I went and I did an interview, not really knowing what the after effect or the backlash was going to be. I'm just thinking all positive. I'm gonna make a lot of money. Now I did make a lot of money. It got that interview itself got me from $100,000 a month to $250,000 a month at the time, and that interview was in I think like May of 2022 or something like that. But the problem that I ended up having was although I was making $250,000 a month just from that one simple interview, I probably lost out probably on a couple $1 million that I could have got to a month because it was just me. It was just me at the time. So I had about 140 to 160 booked appointments and people that was banging on my door. My followers went through the roof simply from one interview that I couldn't service the people. I'm sorry. Like I just like I couldn't take the calls. And at that moment I realized, oh shoot, I need some help. And so what I will tell y'all is like the number one thing you got to realize is that we all need help. And so try to figure out how you can strategically get help and get help fast. Yep.
Ooh, my goodness. Thank you, Dion.
You're welcome.
Phenomenal.
You're welcome.
Excellent,
No pun intended.
excellent question, KB. We got Tarek up.